Guys, we got something new on the channel that I've not done before. We got a Hobao. Well, no I haven't. This is the Hyper MTX. So 1/8 scale, 6S ready basher. And it's heavy. It's really heavy. Oh man. You don't see many people talking about Hobao, do you? Everyone's too busy fanboying Arrma and Traxxas.
Fanboy! The man was a fanboy. He bought t-shirts of mine.
Maybe these guys are a forgotten brand, but deserve some recognition. So it's 1/8 scale. What's it got there? Heavy duty 70/75 monocoque chassis frame, roll cage, 32 kilo servo. Wow. Cordless, digital, waterproof. Nice. CNC alloy centered diff mount, CNC alloy anti-leakage diff cage. This is looking good. Big oil filled shock. Let's see what this is about, shall we? Ooh. Obviously instructions like you get with everything. Oh, they are big wheels. I'd say they're as big as my head, but I've got a big head, so they're definitely not. Oh, they don't really smell of anything. Nice, and yeah, they feel pretty good. They look similar. Do they look similar to the Summit ones? I don't know. But anyway, big wheels. Yeah. I recognise that from something else. I'm sure it will work all right. And you've got what have you got? You've got channel 4, yeah, throttle EPAs there, throttle trim, steering trim. I'm sure it'll do the job. It just doesn't shout quality. Oh, a big old wheelie bar in there. Wheel nuts, body clips, more tyres. Oh, what's that? Nice little touch. Program card. So you can program your ESC, which tells me it's got to be a Hobbywing ESC. That is a nice body on there. Foam padding up in there. Feels quite thin. We'll see how that holds up to some bashing. Wow. Now that is a piece of work. I like the Jubilee clip around the motor holding the heatsink on. That's the sort of mod I would do. Take that however you want. I'm impressed by these. Those are big old shocks. Let's put it on a stand. Oh, check that out. I've done that without even realising it was for your hand. Look, nice. So front end, that looks nice, big and beefy there, doesn't it? Nice size on the turnbuckles, camber and toe adjustment. The only thing I'll say with turnbuckles is they can look as beefy as you want, but if the metal they've been made out of is no good, these will snap rather than doing any damage here. Not saying that they're going to happen on this one, but on previous other manufacturers' trucks, I've had these snap rather than bend or break the plastic. But looks big and chunky there. Big CVDs up front. They're not lights in there, they're just a bit, they're pretty cool. There's nothing behind there. Is that magic? Or is there, if you look closely, is there a mosquito in there? Oh no, Jurassic Park. Like I've already mentioned, big old shocks. They're huge. They are massive. I'm liking this already. I guess your receiver and stuff's in that protective box there. You've got 150 amp Hobbywing ESC, another mod I'd do. I like the mods on this. This is my kind of truck. Jubilee clip, cable tie. Anyway, 150 amp ESC, dual XT90s. This will run 4S and 6S. I think with the battery trays, you can reverse them. So if you've got bigger batteries, you can, I think you have to reverse them and you can use the straps. I'll have to look at that. Big old spur under there with a centre diff. Big old unit in there. I might have to, if I can find a picture, put a picture up, because that looks a little bit different actually. Is that like a gearbox, a centre gearbox or transfer case? Nice big bit of machined alloy there. There's your big 35 kilo servo under there for your steering. Big 775 alloy frame, looks so tough. And then there's your big old motor there with heatsink and fan. This thing looks impressive. Let's stick the wheels on and let's do a bit of a size comparison with some other stuff. Look at the size of that. Man, this thing is huge. There it is next to an MT8, a broken MT8. Just, they don't come out of the box like that. Well, I hope they don't. So pretty big next to that. The USA one, which is a pretty big truck. It can't, I wouldn't say it dwarfs it, but still, it's big. And then against the Traxxas Summit, which by the way has got trenchers on it. These obviously aren't the stock tyre, but still, that's a 1/10. Yeah, right, whatever. It's about the same. Slightly longer wheelbase, but it's pretty much the same size. 1/10, what were they smoking? Anyway, there's your size comparisons. And if you haven't got a 1/8 yourself, there it is next to an MT10, a 1/10 scale. That should give you an idea of its size there. Look. Big old boy. A couple of things I'm not keen on. The body needs some foam under there. And on the same subject, these body clips, they very easily go all the way through. Look. What's all that about? Just not great, is it? Flapping about everywhere. Minor, but can be quite frustrating. Throwing the wheelie bar on as well. I expect on 6S, this is probably going to be a bit of a wheelie machine. Anyway, let's charge some batteries. We'll run it 4S and 6S. So we'll give it a little tickle on 4S first. Oh, that steering's nice. That has got nice sharp steering. They are big tyres and wheels. That is good news. Oh, it hooks up well as well. This is really slippery, this surface. Oh, what a beast. Nice. This could be ballistic on for 6S. Oh yeah. Why is no one talking about this truck, eh? I know I've said it about 10 times, but it's really well, it goes really well on this surface. So just a pair of them Volts 2S lipos, making it 4S. It's not crazy, whoa, not crazy wheel speed. I think the centre diff looks like it's sending quite a bit of power to the front initially, so a bit of tuning maybe. Can't believe how well it runs on 4S. Oh, oh man. Oh. Needs a bit more air control, which you'll get on 6S, definitely. Speaking of which, I think I've seen enough on 4. Let's stick 2 3S lipos in. Here's what I was kind of talking about, these body pins. Now they've gone all the way through, I can't get them out. Ugh, what pain. There we go, 6S. This thing's going to be insane. Mad. Getting a bit more of a feel for it on 6 because it's certainly got loads more power. Mad. Absolutely mental. Definitely needs a diffs tuning though. Oh, just got it. This thing needs a lot more space than this. Doesn't look it. I don't know what it looks like on video, but it's quite tight. Nice. This jumps so well. I'm being a bit cautious because there's a few people going around on bikes. Ah. Guys, this thing's an absolute animal. Absolute animal. You gotta be so careful on the throttle. The slightest twitch of the throttle and it's off. Love it. Yes. Ah, tree. Oh no, is that a wheel nut gone? What are the chances of finding a wheel nut in here? What colour is it? Blue. A blue wheel nut. Oh, look, a nice autumnal arrangement of leaves. Ah, right. Have I got a spare? Always carry some spare nuts. Ooh, buddy. What are you doing in here? So there we go, the Hyper MTX from Hobao. What an absolute beast. Now, it wasn't the craziest bash. It was, I'd say, normal use, which most people will do. These body pins, really not a fan of. One's pulled through there. Now, that'd be where it just moves around and flips over. I had to use pliers to get them out. And this is exactly how it ended. That was a few days ago now. But pliers to get the pins out. I've not looked underneath, but I think, yeah, apart from that pulling through there, a few marks up there. This body's taken quite a bit of a beating. I did land it a few times on its roof. New bodies, really cheap, about £30 I think, so $40. Overall, this is a beast. I want to get it to the skate park. The skate park at this place, it used to be, the last time I was there was a few years ago, it used to be quite a decent skate park, big ramps and stuff like that. It was looking a bit tired for itself. They've put a new one in there, and yeah, not really any good for probably anything bigger than 1/18, to be fair. It's a bit rubbish. So I want to get this to a proper skate park, give it a bit of a run. I love the sound of like the metal on metal. It almost sounds like a chain, almost sounds like chain driven when it's driving along. Anyway, no damage to report. Steering servo, a few people have said it's a bit sluggish. I think it's actually all right. Considering the size of the wheels and stuff, I think it's certainly adequate for ready to run. You can get a roller of these as well. Really impressed. Just been sorting some stuff out for my big trucks, and this is a big truck. So it's going to take pride of place on the wall, ready for its next bash.